recording. Okay, there we go. We're recording. Oh, and yes, Kaylee, hi. Audio's not working. So Instagram training. I'm taking one, or I'm doing it right now. It's kind of hard because it's on your own. So like there's no deadline for me, which is hard.
That's hard.
Right? Yeah. Then it's whenever you want to get to it or whenever you have time to get to it. But anyway, you may have seen it advertised on Facebook, but it's Todd and Leah Gratz or something. That's her name. And they seem to be pretty popular and know what they're talking about. And so they have like a Twitter training and a Facebook training and Instagram and all that. Anyway, and they just started this Instagram one. It's like their beta training program. And I kind of stink at Instagram and I want to be better at it.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, this will be fun.
Like I'm clueless.
Right. Yes. That's where I was at. So they go through the basics but it's not just Instagram training, right? This is basically social media training, like how to grow your business doing social media. But here they're focusing on Instagram. But so even if you're not an Instagrammer, you can totally use these same principles on Facebook. Probably not Twitter. That's a little bit of a different platform. But I would say this kind of goes hand in hand, whether it's Instagram or Facebook. So I'm going to give you, hopefully not too many details, but hopefully a good amount of information. But please ask questions as we go along, interrupt, whatever, if you need clarification or more explanation on anything. So Instagram, this was eye-opening to me because I don't get Instagram because apparently it's for the young people, which now this makes me old because I don't get it. And I think part of it is I'm so used to Facebook because I love Facebook. And Instagram is so much more simple than Facebook. It's super simple. And so I was overthinking it, which is why I didn't get it.
That's what my kids tell me. It's so simple, Mom.
Yeah, it's too simple. It's too simple for my Facebook-mindedness. Anyway, so Instagram is supposed to be more simple, and the kind of the culture behind it is that you don't post as much. Like Facebook, you can post, several times a day, and it's not that big a deal. But Instagram is more like just a once a day thing. In fact, they said most people, like the average Instagrammer, only posts about 4 times a week. So it's not super intense. It's supposed to be more of a laid back social media. And it is more for the younger, a younger generation, if you will.
Millennials?
Well, yeah. So Kaylee would be included in this. I think the rest of us we're too old. Yeah. So anyway, so Kaylee, you can teach us a thing or two. Oh, Kaylee, you probably are not a millennial, like mindset wise, but you totally are age wise. But you are not you are not the typical millennial at all. Hey, Darla.
What isn't a millennial 18 to 35?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, so that's who Instagram is for. So us old people here trying to figure it out and get in on it. But if you remember back in the day, that's how Facebook started, right? Was with the younger people doing Facebook, and then us older people got into it, and Instagram will probably be the same way, right? It's the younger people first because it's new. And then once us old folks figure it out and we're okay with change, then we'll hop on the bandwagon and do it too. So that's that. Okay, so first thing as far as any social media stuff goes, like the first is you're going to build your audience. Second, engage your audience. And third, sell to your audience. And they use this example back in the day. Are you talking about back in the day when Facebook was new? Stacy, is that what you meant? Or
I was
back
just laughing because you're talking about us older people, and then you're like, back in the day. So I'm just teasing you about it.
And I have my glasses on. I'm feeling super old tonight. Apparently.
That's what I'm told when my daughter says I need to get an Instagram account.
Yep. Oh, I love it. Okay, well, I'll try not to pull out any more old people phrases tonight. I'm sure I will. Okay, so they use the example of on Facebook, we all have these friends, right, who just start spewing out tons of whatever it is that they're selling to you. As if you all seen that, been there, done that, or seen it at least, right? Just those profiles that are like, all of a sudden, you thought you were just friends with Mary, and now all of a sudden she's just posting about lipstick 24/7 or whatever it is. And so obviously that's a turnoff for people. You want to build your audience first. And this is why it's important to create separate accounts, whether it's a business account and then a personal account, or if you're going to keep it all on your business account, to do the like 80% personal stuff, 20% business stuff, so that you're not losing your following or your audience. Okay, so yeah, so most people skip right to trying to sell to other people and turns people off. Okay, another thing to keep in mind is that people are not buying your product, they're buying into you, right? Because how many times have we known somebody will come and buy doTERRA from you because they like you better, or they choose to go with a friend because they're loyal to that friend or family member, right? They choose the person that they're buying from is probably more important even than the product they're buying. Let's see. So yeah, so people are going to buy stuff from somebody that they know, they like, and they trust. So they have to have those three things in there before they're going to purchase from you. So with this comes into the branding whole thing, and we've talked about this a lot. I know, Lorraine, we've talked about this a lot with you too, like the branding. And biggest thing with this is being, well, let's see, how do I want to phrase this? So I'm a bad example. I tend to be middle of the road and like not do anything offensive on social media. I never post about politics or religion, which I think nobody should do that anyway. Yeah. But, well, I shouldn't say that because I'm sure you guys do. I'm sorry. Do you guys do that? Yes? No? Am I offending people?
I don't do any politics. I delete people.
I occasionally do post something religious actually after I said that, but I try to say that, right? Because I hate it when people are getting into like, oh, everybody who voted for the president is a horrible person.
Yeah, I know.
All that stuff. So yeah,
it doesn't make me feel good.
That's what I'm saying. Don't do that kind of thing, okay? Because obviously you're going to offend somebody, and it could be your grandmother. Like, who knows? Anyway, but the point with finding your niche or your branding is that you want it to be something that's going to attract a certain kind of person and something that's going to repel a certain type of person. And I have been to like, I'm going to stay in the middle of the road and play it safe on everything, which if you're doing that, then typically you're trying to market to everybody. And when you're trying to market to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. So you need to create in your mind, like, who is your ideal customer? Who's your avatar, your person that you want to market to? Then you're creating content that person wants and needs in their life. So you're addressing their problems, or and posing the solution. So for example, I'm going to talk about Linda. I feel bad she's not on the call, and I'm going to talk about her while she's not here. But she is really into bodybuilding with her husband, and it's something that she doesn't like to post about because she's gotten some judgment from people about, her being like vain or dressing immodestly or whatever, because when she's doing competition, she's wearing bikinis, right?
Yeah.
And so she posts
Half naked.
pictures. Yeah.
Mhm.
But so she kind of steers away from that because she doesn't like the offending the people part. But with that, when she offends the certain people who are, don't want to see it or because they don't understand it really, right? She will attract the people who are super into fitness and bodybuilding. So do you see what I'm saying? Where she's not like, bodybuilding is not something that's offensive in general that she could be posting about, even though some people are offended by it. So while she's repelling those people, she's going to be attracting other people. And so that could become her branding, or her niche can be fitness and essential oils, and focusing on, bodybuilding and posting diets and recipes and oils that she uses to help her curb cravings and repair muscle tissue. And that can be her thing. So whatever it is, it's not going to, whatever you decide to do, it's not going to interest everybody, but that's good. You don't want it to. But then some people might be fascinated at just because they're fascinated by it. They're like, wow, that's so interesting. And she's a good writer and she posts great content, and they're going to follow her anyway, even if they're not into bodybuilding. They just didn't find it interesting. Anyway, so to have you all so far, is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, good. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna check my notes here real quick to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh yeah, so and obviously when you're doing this, make sure you're attracting the right people, right? Like you're not attracting the wrong people who would never be interested in your product, which is why you want to create your ideal customer first, and then plan it around that, or come up with your plan around that. One thing they said to post about is keeping in mind that people want to avoid pain more than they want to attract pleasure. Isn't that interesting? So,
I think I agree with that.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But so if any of your posts are around like the problems that would typically come. Okay, let's see. Sorry, Lorraine said, oh, what do I mean by the right person? Okay, so the right person is your ideal customer. Who is it that you want to work with, and who is it that you want on your team? So that's your right person. Typically in doTERRA, most, like the base of us is those 7 things, which we've talked about before, but it's a woman, she's into natural things, she's age 35 to 45, she's an entrepreneur, she has a supportive spouse, I'm forgetting 6 and 7, she needs money, a mom. Was it a mom? Is she a mom? Maybe, probably. We'll go with it. That's what Kaylee said. So yes, exactly, Lorraine. So yeah, so use that list as like your base, and then focus on your niche. So maybe yours is a mom of kids with special needs, or adopted children, or whatever it is that you want to do. Because then you're still going to attract, like say you put your niche as people with children with special needs. That's awesome. And you might lose some people with that because they have no interest in that, but then you might attract some people or who still don't have children with special needs, but that's something that interests them. Maybe they work in that field. Maybe their sister has a child with special needs. So it's definitely a good way to go. Okay. Let's see what's next. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if we should go over, I think I'm going to skip this for now, kind of the basics of Instagram. We can do that another time though, I think, if you guys have a need for it. Like who, I know Kaylee, not you, obviously knows how to use Instagram, but who else like is completely clueless and wants to learn how to use Instagram? Anybody?
I need to learn how to use Instagram.
You
Yeah, I do
Lorraine, you
too.
too?
I don't even
Yeah.
have an account.
Stacy, what do
I
you
have an
say?
account.
You have an account?
I have an account. I have an account, but I just forget how to do it because I don't do it.
Right.
I don't even have an account, and I
Okay.
probably wouldn't ever use it for a personal thing, but
Well, you don't
talking
have to.
you
You could do it just business.
Right, yeah. After talking to you when you were here in town, and you were mentioning this, I've thought a little bit more about it, and I don't know yet, but it's something I'm interested in learning about.
Yeah, I think you'd be good at it. You're very good at like posting on social media and what. I mean, you have a good social media presence, so I think that you'd be
Well, my business page has been a lot more active the last couple of weeks.
right. So and one thing they said too is when you create this account, you don't put it as a business like you don't put your business name on there and stuff. You just have your name, but then you create a business account on Instagram and then use it as a business account even though you don't have like doTERRA all over it. Does that make sense? Because that's how you're going to create your following. But anyway.
Would I name it Essential Gladness like I have my
Oh yeah, totally. But
Facebook
have your name on there? Yeah. Or your picture.
Yeah.
Picture of you. Okay, Kaylee says, so when you find your perfect person, oh, sorry, wait, I missed a few things. Okay, Kaylee said, the biggest thing with Instagram is you can be way more vulnerable and a picture tells more than the worded post. Yes, you can literally show the true colors of honest lifestyle without it being so dramatic, if that makes sense. Yes, yes. Instagram is like Facebook, you can write an epistle and then maybe have a picture. Instagram is flip-flopped. It's more of the graphic and not so much of the words. Right? Is that what you mean, Kaylee? Yeah, yeah. All right, and Darla says she has an account, but she doesn't really use it. Yep, that was me. And Kaylee said, so when you find your perfect person, they literally watch for that purpose. So Lorraine, when you talk about special needs with a hashtag, people will literally follow you because you use that and then share you through that. Yes, yes, exactly. And we can talk about that.
See, I don't even understand hashtag.
It's the number sign, the pound sign.
Yeah, I know, and I see it. I don't know why.
If you get Instagram, then you would understand the hashtag.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what it meant either. I thought it was something funny and cute.
Yeah, I thought,
why are totally laughing at us?
Yeah, I thought, why are people doing all that?
I'm supportively laughing. Supportively laughing.
So yes, Darla gets it. Yes, hashtags are a way to search. Exactly.
Yeah, and I think I knew that, but how do I search with a hashtag? I mean,
it's on Instagram. You can.
Oh, I guess you can search
every post Lorraine does, regardless of what it does. She does Porch Life right now, right? But so Facebook does connect. See, and I don't even know how hashtags work with Facebook. Well, I'm assuming you can search for it the same way as Instagram, right? Yeah. But so every post you do, Lorraine, you can put something in like special needs or whatever it is that you want to do. And then anybody who's searching Facebook or Instagram or whatever can do search hashtag special needs, and they're going to pull up your posts that you've done. And they'll be like, ooh, she looks like a good one to follow. I'm going to start following her.
Isn't a hashtag just basically like putting all of those kinds of things into one file to make it? That's how my brain works with it. It's like putting it into a file that's easily searchable.
Right. But you can have like up to 30 hashtags. But yeah.
I was going to say you have more, and so they would, if you have whatever the hashtag is, that's what they would pull up. But they may miss something else.
Right. So that's why the more hashtags you have, then the more chances you have of catching somebody searching for something to find you.
The second you use a hashtag and someone clicks on that, they can immediately follow you every time you post with that hashtag. So they don't even have to follow you. It'll automatically, like most of my news feed is all like a specific hashtag. So all of the posts will come up from that, not just from people I follow.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So do you only have one hashtag?
Kaylee, are you asking Kaylee?
Yeah.
What do you mean I only have one? Like when I post, or I only follow one?
Yeah, no, when you post, is everything you post you use the same hashtag?
I try to stick with the same ones if I'm doing like, I always put hashtag doTERRA and I always put on like hashtag natural mom. There's different ones you can do and then it'll follow like that category of subject you're talking about.
But I think it's good to mix them up though, because then you're finding different people or different people are finding you.
Okay.
Right, but if you find your specific couple.
Yeah, so definitely like always use your same one. Like say if it was Lorraine, since we're sticking with Lorraine as an example. she always hashtags special needs, but then she
exactly
hashtags like, porch life or at the beach or I don't know, whatever, sunny days, whatever it is that she wants to hashtag. So that then maybe she's finding, or other people are finding her through different hashtags. But I think it's so funny because you can hashtag up to 30, but sometimes when you see somebody who posts more than 10, you're kind of like, oh, really? Don't you think it's kind of like distasteful?
I mean, it's like, which one do you pick?
But it's also hard because when you start to hashtag. I'm talking over you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Carrie.
Well, I was just saying, so if you if you do a post, then you pick a hashtag that would relate to that post, right?
Uh-huh.
Or are you putting a hashtag that relates to you?
Both.
Oh, both. So, okay. So that's why you could do doTERRA, or you could do special needs, even though that post maybe it won't even have doTERRA in it.
Right, because it's you, and you are doTERRA, and you want to be linked to every post. Like, so for yours, maybe you always put pug life, or whatever, because no matter what you do, even if it's doTERRA or whatever else, you always have your pugs with you. You know what I mean? So that's part of Maryland's culture, right?
Yeah, okay.
So you would always hashtag your things. See, look. How'd I call that one?
That's Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Hello. She heard you. She heard you.
Oh, that's so cute.
She's resting her. Yeah.
Okay, this is good. I'm glad you're on here, Kaylee. You can.
Okay, yeah, she does help.
Yes, she can be she's the co-teacher tonight.
Okay.
I love it. Okay, so, so I wanted to get into a little bit of this, and as far as, how Instagram works, because Instagram, you follow people, right, who have similar interests, or you happen to be friends with, or whatever, and then the polite thing to do, Instagram culture, is to follow people back. So typically when somebody's following you, you follow them back. Oh, and that's how you can start to build your following on Instagram.
Relationships.
Your relationship. So Instagram, though, has, you know how there's Facebook jail? Oh, are you offensive, Lorraine, if you don't know? It just means you don't want to, so then you just unfollow them after a little bit.
The hard part, too, is, you know how you get a bunch of fake profiles on Facebook? You kind of have the same problem on Instagram. So sometimes this, like, random person will try to follow you on Instagram, and you don't have to follow them back because 90% of the time, like, I've gotten, like, 4 people who tell me how to run my business, and I'm like, no, that's not what I need. Yeah. And I just don't follow them, but they are more than welcome to follow mine.
Right. Yeah, there is a lot of that on there. And there's also a lot of like sexy accounts on Instagram too. Like just, I don't know what else you want to call those, but you can just tell from the profile picture because the woman's half dressed, you know? Oh, I can't see what you're doing, Kaylee. Is it something funny?
I rolled my eyes.
Oh. Don't you think that's true though?
Very.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Snapchat's just as bad.
Yeah. Facebook just has a lot of creepy men. We don't seem to have as many sexy accounts, I think.
There was, because before Joe and I got together, he's like, all these girls add me all the time. And I went through his Facebook when we got married, and I'm like, nope.
Girls. Okay, so apparently I just see the creepy men and not the sexy girls. So that's good. Anyway, so, okay, you know how there's Facebook jail that you can be put in, right? And they'll suspend your account, right? If you're like posting too much or whatever. How does it, I don't know how it all goes, but there's different things, right?
Well, I've never been in it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, so there's Facebook jail. Well, there's Instagram jail too. And so here's the scoop on Instagram jail. So you can have 60 follows or unfollows a day. And no more than that, because you'll get put in Instagram jail.
That means you can't follow more than 60.
So just in a day. So per day, you cannot follow or unfollow more than 60 people. So don't hop on Instagram and start creating your account and just go to town and start following more than 60 people.
Slow and steady. Build your follow.
Because otherwise they're going to think that you're like fraud or something.
Okay. So you could do a few one day, a few the next day, but you could have more than 60 people you follow, but you don't follow them all in one day.
Yeah. So no, it's 60 a day. In fact, it's even so many per hour. Where does that number?
I mean, I can't imagine having 60. But.
Oh, darn it. I didn't write that number down, but there's actually a certain amount per hour that, maybe it's 60 per hour, but no, because then it's not that many.
That'd be one.
Let's see. So anyway, so then it's 300 a day for your first week, and then it increases by 25 a day each week that you're allowed to follow and unfollow.
Oh, okay.
Just a minute. We have a chat. Oh, you have 5. You have 5 followers, Lorraine. We'll see you're on your way.
I'll have to look and see how many I have. But I haven't followed people back, so they probably defollowed. They
probably think you're rude, and they probably stopped following you.
Yeah.
Okay, what did Kaylee say? You have 85. Good. Following you? That's good. Okay, so you're only allowed to follow up to 7,500. So, right. So if you're trying to build your.
Oh my God, 7,500.
Yeah.
Get a life.
So if you build, well, no, if you're building your business doing this, right?
All right.
Follow up to 7,500.
I'm retired.
What's that?
I said, I'm retired. I don't have to. I'm retired.
Well, and I've got to find the number on how many you're allowed to do an hour.
I mean, 70, that just seemed, because I'm not familiar. It's my lack of knowledge.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, think about it.
That's why
60 a day, obviously that's going to get up to
yeah, you're right. That just was crazy when I probably have 5 too, or maybe nobody now. Who knows?
That's funny. Well, think about how many friends you have on Facebook.
Yeah, when we get off this call, I'm going to go check.
Yeah.
I have a lot on Facebook.
You're probably close to 1,000. Anyway.
Oh,
right? I'm sure. So
I'll let you know.
So anyway, if you're building this, right, and you're trying to follow people, so anyway, you only can get up to that 7,500, but then the rest of it is like stuff you need to create good content so that other people are wanting to follow you. And then they have all these other cool things, like they have an app for like learning, an app that will actually go through and unfollow, like find the people who are not following you, so you can go through and unfollow them.
Oh, you don't want that part of your 7,600.
Right. You don't want it to take up those precious 7,500.
Or 75, yeah.
Anyway, and they have this schedule, like she's like, you know what, the first week, you spend the beginning part of the week following, your first week, you spend your first week following people. The second week, you go back and
This is when you first start, right?
This is building it, yes. When you're building your following.
Okay.
And
so then I would go and look to follow people. So what would I do then? I'd go hashtag doTERRA or hashtag essential oils for animals. I'd hashtag that.
Sure.
And that's how I would follow people.
One of the best ways to do it, she said, is to go in and find somebody who's successful in your industry and go through and follow people who follow them.
Oh.
So go follow like say Dr. McCullough.
Yeah, okay.
You could go in, well, not that that's like doTERRA, right? But it's somebody who's successful with animals and natural, well, not just even animals, it's health.
Well,
right?
Mercola isn't animals, it's Karen Becker.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you go search her, and then you go and follow people who follow her.
Okay.
And then the next week, so that's your week 1, right, is you're just spending all this time following people. Week 2, you spend the beginning part of the week unfollowing people, following this, like the however many an hour it is that you're allowed to do. I got to look this up. I wonder if I wrote down the 60 an hour. It was supposed to be 60 an hour, not 60 a day. Anyway, unfollowing the people who are not following you until you run out of those people, and then go back and find more people to follow.
So once you follow somebody, they'll get a notification that I followed them. And being polite, they will follow me back.
Yeah, but if they don't know you, they're only going to follow you back if what you are posting interests them.
Right. So when I follow someone, I'd have to put a post then. Is that correct?
Wait, when you're following somebody, what?
Okay, the first thing I do is post something.
Sure.
And then that's one thing. So now, bingo, I have one graphic that I've posted.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll put hashtag, itching dogs or something,
Okay.
And then a separate time of the day or a separate event, I would go and I would follow Susie Doe or something. And she'd follow me back, and then would see that when she follows me back, she would see that I wrote that graphic for Itchy Dogs.
Well, yeah, you would pop up like in her news feed.
As soon as once I'm following her, see, now this is the basic stuff, but
she's following
so
you.
Once I follow her, she would try to follow me, and whatever I've posted, whatever, that would pop up to her then. Huh?
Right. So for you, if you're going to go for animal stuff, then you could even just search, pugs or whatever it is in the hashtag and just follow pug people and see who follows you back.
Yeah. Okay. But
let's see. Okay, wait. He says, let's see. Oh, wait, we've got a few things here.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Oh, Lorraine's got dirty old men following her on Instagram. Just kidding.
Oh, jeez. I've got those kind of people are trying to play words with friends with me. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay. So Darla says, so Facebook has privacy settings so you aren't posting publicly. Is Instagram the same way? Instagram is my understanding. Okay, Kaylee, you're going to be the backup here and tell me if I'm wrong. But anybody who's following you sees what you're posting. Is that right, Kaylee? There's no other.
Yeah, so I commented on that.
Oh, right there. Oh, sorry. You can set a profile to private if you wish, but some people aren't able to search. Oh, okay. All right. I got it. Sorry.
So if she sets her profile to private, which I do on my personal one, but my business one is not, because I either monitor how much of my children's faces are in it or whatever you want to do.
Right.
But I can post and hashtag, but it won't pop up when you search hashtags. You'd have to personally go through Instagram. Like, say I posted my Instagram link on Facebook, they would have to go find my name to find me and then request to see me, but they can't see any of my stuff until I approve them.
Got it. Okay. That's right. I did know that, because some people you can hit following and then just start following them, and other people requested, and then because they have to approve it.
Which I think with Instagram really limits page. Because they have to personally look you up. I think it limits how fast you can grow because you can't reach that audience at all.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got to like check you out and decide if they're going to follow you. So that's where you want to make sure you have great content so that they when to go check out your profile and go, oh, well, look at all these cool things she's posting. I totally want to follow her. So, oh, I just had a thought though. What was it?
So is the first thing you do is you start posting a few things, posting a few graphics. I'm going inside. The dogs are too noisy.
Is that part of kind of creating your branding yourself? You want to do that before you start adding people?
You want to have some content on there.
Yeah, okay. Then you start to follow people.
Yeah.
And so when you post something, I'm just using animals, okay? I don't know if that's what I'm interested in, but then you would say I posted a graphic on like this itch spray, okay? And so then I would put like hashtag doTERRA, hashtag pugs or something, or hashtag itching dog or something like that for that that post.
Itchy ears or whatever, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant, yes.
And then every time I post something along those lines, I could use the same hashtags. And then after I posted a few of those, then I could follow a few people. Mm-hmm. And then they would either not follow me back because I don't care about itching dogs, or I don't care,
Right.
Okay. Right. All right. So that helps me. I'm so literal.
You want to use some of the same hashtags, but you also want to mix it up from time to time too.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to find different people, or different people will find you.
Okay.
So you want to keep.
But you want to make it relevant to either that post or other posts that you posted.
But no matter what, say you always want to do your hashtag, I bleed oil or whatever. Because that's your thing. Then you always have that no matter what you're posting about.
Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Lorraine just asked, why do you follow? Oh, so would you follow people? Is that what your question is? Because you like their content.
I think when you follow too, like I follow a couple diamonds that aren't even in my line, but it's so neat to see how others are trying to, holy pregnancy brain.
Grow their business?
No, just how they're trying to relate to like all these different people, because sometimes it's not just single use. They're like, oh, I did this with it or whatever. But sometimes it's nice to kind of watch how people are utilizing that platform, even though it's not necessarily all the same special needs or moms or dogs or whatever. So sometimes following them helps you more than it helps them, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see how they're doing it and see. One of my favorites, which I can't remember her name right now, she does a lot of like her personal life. Like her kids are crazy. There's cereal all over her shirt. She hasn't had 5 minutes to do anything, that kind of thing. And I think being able to watch other people in their life as business and as personal makes it a lot easier for you to share your crazy.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And that's part of her thing, right? It's her crazy life. Like that's part of her niche or her culture.
Yeah, and that would be interesting to you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you can relate.
Oh, so Lorraine's saying, I know you want people to follow you, but why follow them? Well, I understand following what you like, but you're saying to follow everybody. No, so what you're doing is you're following people who you think might be interested in what you have to offer, with hopes that they will follow you back, and then that's how you get a base of your following.
Yeah, that's another way that app is good, because then it makes you delete people who don't follow you back because they take up your 75.
Right, and then go find other people to follow.
A way you can do that too, Lorraine, is like let's just say awesome mom for autistic parents is a super popular hashtag. So you could literally put that hashtag in and kind of scope through pages that have posted that hashtag, and then try to add those to include them and kind of clue them in on some of the things you've done for that. So
that's a good idea.
Using the hashtag search is super helpful for trying to figure out who you want in your kind of circle.
And then go and find people, like, so maybe you do this hashtag Awesome Mom to go find people who have big following, who have special needs kids or whatever that they're doing, educating, and see what hashtags they're using, and you can copy some of those hashtags. And don't think of, when I first heard this, I was like, oh my gosh, you're like trying to steal people's followings and people's audiences. No, like there's no scarcity thing here, right? There's like billions of people on the earth. We're all good. Like,
yeah, okay.
And people are going to be attracted, like people are going to go with what they're attracted to, right? So if I go in and I follow all of Haley Hobson's people, I'm not trying to steal any of them, but maybe there's some on there who are following her who really aren't connecting with her, but maybe they would connect with me. Does that make sense?
And hashtags aren't branded by any one Instagram poster. They're not, you can use them, like we could all use the same one.
Right.
doTERRA is super popular with most of us that are on it.
I mean, how many bazillion have hashtag doTERRA?
Yeah, there's
thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's not a bad thing. You need to go potty? What's wrong? She's asleep. Both of my children sleepwalk and pee in random places.
I had a son who did that. Got up and peed in his toy box.
They have both peed in really crazy places. Crazy. Like on the stairs, in a garbage can.
My Lila just sleepwalks, or she just has her night terrors, but we had to put locks on the doors because she figured out how to get them open.
Oh gosh. Anyway.
Oh.
All right. Oh gosh, I forgot we're being recorded, and here I am sharing about this. Okay.
Okay, so I know some people that do some really long hashtag, like what the heck am I doing and why did this happen? Or, you know, are those...
Don't do it.
Nobody's going to look for that.
Who's
People
gonna
have literally...
what am I doing and whatever? Who's going to hashtag something that long?
Half the time you have to spell it out to know what the heck they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Try to keep it as short as you can. Like sometimes you go a little bit long, but when they're super duper long, you just give up because you can't even figure out what they're actually saying.
Yeah. That would, I guess I can understand that.
I just wondered if there was a reason they're doing that, or is that just their way of making a statement about them without having to write it. They're making it their own.
I think the biggest culprit is, correct me if I'm wrong, but that generation is there's no educational thought process to what they're doing. They just, everything's on the table. So they literally took this 6-word paragraph and put a hashtag in front of it, and there's no purpose to it other than confusing people. So when they get super long, I think it's just honestly lazy because they don't want to think about what they actually have to do to try to gain that audience on whatever they're trying to say.
Well, and I don't know that these people are looking for an audience. They're just putting it at the end of their picture.
For attention. Yeah.
And, you know, it's funny, and I mean, it pertains to their picture, but yeah, it's not a searchable thing.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. She fell asleep on the toilet.
I hate it when that happens.
She did. She literally was there, just like focus.
We have a windowsill right next to ours. I don't know how many times I've just done this.
Oh gosh. Anyway. I'm so glad you're on this call, Kaylee. All these good questions.
Yeah, it really is.
I think I know the answer, but I love it. So yeah, so this training gets into like the nitty gritty of it. So we can totally have like this next level, a next level call and really get into some of the.
I think we ought to do a follow-up. I think you ought to have a follow-up call and have us practice a couple.
Going to next month. So next
have us practice something and say, okay, what were our questions?
Yeah. In fact, maybe
and
we'll
make sure
do some basics So of like
Make sure Kaylee can be on.
Can you screen share on it too somehow? Is there a way we can do that?
That's what I'm thinking we'll do. So Instagram is only an app. You can't really do it on the computer. But you can get on there. You just can't post. So I could show you, we could do some stuff on Instagram and I could show you like, this is what this button does and this is what this one does. And we could do like some of the really basic like logistics of it. Would that be helpful?
Yeah. Hashtag Instagram basics.
Hashtag the basics.
And you can schedule like you can on Facebook, right?
I don't know.
Oh, so
you have
so is it like a class?
I do stuff like that. Like they don't have events and stuff like that. It's very interesting. It's so different. It's very basic.
I honestly feel like Instagram is so much, well, it has the platform to be so much more personable because like we talked about being able to see your physical actual life. There's no shaded stuff. Like you see that my floor is a mess and you see that my kid's rolling on oils, but he probably hasn't put a pair of clean clothes on in about a day. Or whatever.
It's real life, and it's more authentic. It's more when you're building your business there, you're getting more of a genuine following or more organic.
People who are really interested just for the reason. Real reason. Yeah, because they're interested.
Oh wait, just a minute. Okay, so Darla said what should be done after week 2. Oh, okay. So first week you're following everybody, right? And then the second week you start unfollowing people who didn't follow you back. And then as soon as you're done with that, say like by Wednesday, then you follow people again. They suggested you follow the schedule Monday through Friday and don't do anything over the weekend. So that you're giving people a chance to catch up and giving them a chance to follow you. And then you just do every week after that the same thing. So you start following people or start unfollowing people at the beginning of the week. And as soon as you're done with that, then you start following people again. Monday through Friday.
And that's totally irrespective of posting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then just post once a day, Monday through Friday. It doesn't need to be, like they call this the bathroom break way to build your business or whatever it is. Potty break social media. Like it's quick and easy and simple. And they do have.
How do you get all the graphics in there? How do you transfer graphics over there?
They're usually just pictures, like physical pictures off your phone.
Yes.
Graphics don't really go as popularly on there as Facebook.
From your camera roll. So anything you want to use has to go from your camera roll usually.
So if I want to take a picture if I want like the doTERRA thing today, the BOGO.
Yeah.
On my phone, I would have to do a screenshot then.
No, you can save the image. That's what I did. So I posted it on Instagram, but I just saved the image from my email. And then it's on my camera roll.
Oh, okay.
And then I just posted it to Instagram.
Oh, okay. It's either that or even a screenshot would be the same. Would do the same similar.
Yeah.
As a screenshot would go right to your camera roll.
Yes, you would just have that extra information there. So you want to
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But you can crop it. It's much easier to edit photos in Instagram.
Okay.
They have all these fun little filters and stuff that we don't really have on Facebook.
They also have stuff where you can do like layouts and collages.
Yes.
You'll be surprised, but quite honestly, I have Instagram Collage, that app.
Oh,
and I did some of those some time ago.
So another one to do is Boomerang, which is those fun little videos that play over and over. Like a quick little, it's like a fast video. Have you seen it? It's like double speed or whatever.
Is that like the GIF things or whatever?
No, different.
Well, kind of, but it's like a live version of it.
Oh.
So like it'll just do that over and over again. I'm not doing it again.
I really like those. I think those are funny to watch.
For content, obviously some of your real life stuff, but would you post like quotes or how to?
Whatever it is that you want to do around your culture, right? Around your niche. And it doesn't have to be
to not have all personal posts isn't like a
no, because really this is your business post, right? But it can be whatever you want it to be. You can be posting about some of your personal life stuff in there if you want to.
I think.
Go ahead, Kaylee.
I think a lot of us, especially in doTERRA, our businesses are our personal life. I think that's where it kind of crosses in a lot because, like, if you think why most of us started, it was because of probably our children. So that's where it starts and stems from. So it automatically just happens that way. And I think allowing yourself to post a lot more personal, possibly vulnerable things helps you in the long run, I think business-wise too.
I agree
but
with that.
I think most of us started because of our personal life. So it's really hard to separate it. And I don't really think there's an 80-20 necessarily, since most of us have a personal living day-to-day reason why we do this.
Very true. Very true. And I think that's more, I don't know, it's so funny. And the culture between Instagram and Facebook is so different, right? Don't you think, Kaylee? Like, it's just, I don't know. And on Instagram, it would be fine once you've created your following, or once you even have a little bit of your following, to be just blasting out business stuff all the time, because people would know that's your thing. On Facebook, that's offensive.
Yeah.
It's just so different. It's so different. And the cool thing, Instagram, we can get into this later too when we do logistics stuff, but or the basics, is you can get your analytics for your business page on Instagram as well, like your business analytics. So anyway, okay, so next week I'm away in the woods with a bunch of teenage girls. Heaven help me. But so Brandon will be here, and I don't know what he's talking about. What is he talking about?
I'd have to look at the thing. I saw it.
He had something.
Oh, I think it's something with the business.
What's he gonna do? Oh yeah, tracking numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
How to track your project and see success. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do that next week, and then the week after that, let's see, I'll be in the woods. Yes, I'm in the woods now, but I'm going to be really in the woods next week. So the week after that, then let's do, I'd like to do a few more weeks of this, like do 1 week of like the basics, how to use it.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next week we'll get more into the nitty gritty of it, like showing you how to do it, because that's going to be different than me just telling you, right? Like we can walk through it and doing screen share. And then maybe even after that, I've got to look through what other chapters or modules I have coming up, because then maybe I'm sure we're going to have, I could probably share this stuff for like the next month, because man, there is so much information in this training. It's nuts. We're doing ClickFunnels and everything. It's nuts.
You're doing what?
ClickFunnels? Like website stuff and oh yeah. Anyway, it's crazy. Okay,
well, start us with the basics. I mean, I'll probably play around so that when you get to the basics, then I can go.
Yeah.
Oh,
so Darla said, give us an assignment to follow up. Perfect. I'm glad you said that.
Love that idea.
That would be awesome. Does everybody have an account set up? Does everybody have an account set up? Instagram? Okay.
Yeah, but I got to go figure out how to get on it. I have no clue. But
if they have an account set up with a profile picture and
put your link on there so they can all follow you on Facebook. Yeah, grab your link and then so they can create their page.
That is good to do. Okay.
And then have them, they can follow you and kind of start from there.
Okay. And I'm not me.
So you can be our first follow.
I'm not going to do, so I have like 3 different Instagram accounts already. Okay, this is ridiculous. Okay. My personal one, which I don't really use, but Read the Gift is the one that I use the most. And that's just like generic. It's not very good, you guys. I'm not putting my training into place yet.
Okay.
No judgment.
Okay.
Oh, and
They can be two separate.
a personal account business, actually, Darla. It's like a matter of clicking a button. If you have an account already that's personal.
Literally says add an account.
And we can go over that. We can go over that next time. So, okay, yeah. So create an account. Have a profile picture on there. And let's see what else.
Follow you.
Yes, follow me. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This is not easy though. Think about what you want your thing to be. What is it that you want to post about? Like, is it going to be special needs? Is it going to be pets? Is it going to be my life is crazy? I'm a mom. What is it going to be? Weight loss journey? I work too much. What is your theme? There, I just got all of you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want it to be. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to pick this.
Well, it can evolve. So just take something right.
It can.
In the
So
beginning.
you kind of pick something to go with, just so you have an idea, and then it can go from there. But that will help you. If you can find your thing, then you know who you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you don't know your thing, you don't know who you're looking for, then you won't even know who to start following.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think picking the first thing that would be like something you would immediately talk to somebody a lot about. Like if you met someone and you found a common ground, what would be the first thing that would come to your head?
Like Stacy, maybe yours is hiking. Maybe it's like oils
Yeah.
or something, right?
I don't know. I haven't found my niche yet.
Well, and so I know you haven't found it like right now, but so for now, pick something to go with it. Like, so say yours can just be oils outdoors or whatever. It's hiking, oils on the go, whatever it is. And you can start posting about that now, since that's what you're doing while you figure it out.
And then people will literally follow you just for the hiking stuff.
Because literally, I bet, Stacey, there's no doubt in my mind you could get a ton of people following you just because they want to see all of the different hikes in Utah. You seriously?
They don't even have to have you in them.
Well, and I already hashtagged them in my Facebook because I have to get credit for it at work. So I already have the hashtag for it.
So yeah, so why not just transfer that over to Instagram? Yeah. And that's so easy because you can post it on Instagram and then put that you want it to post it to Facebook.
Right. I see people doing that all the time.
Yeah, you can't go the other way. You can't go Facebook to Instagram, but you can do Instagram to Facebook. But anyway.
Well, my goal this week is to actually create an Instagram account.
Okay. Awesomeness. But I really do think that could be. So really you guys have 2 weeks to do this because next week I'm gone. Brandon's on, right? Talking about numbers. Which are good. It's good to see. I love tracking numbers or I'm glad that he does. I don't do it. He does because I'm like, oh my gosh, our business sucks. Look at this. We're not growing. We're not doing anything. And then he'll go, no, we are. Look, because a year ago, this is where we were. 6 months ago, this is where we were. And now this is where we are. So it's good. It's a good because it's real proof to show you that you are growing and being successful. Because usually we're doing better than we think we are.
One more question.
Yes.
Would you have more than one niche with a separate account?
Well, why can't you put them together? Is it something you put together? Like, what are you thinking?
Well, if I haven't done special needs because I don't want to get locked into that. I don't just want to only do that.
Right.
But I also want to do the whole self-care stuff.
Okay.
I think Instagram really allows
things to go beautifully together. Because a mother who takes care of children with special needs absolutely needs to take care of herself.
Yeah. And somebody that's not interested in special needs, but may be interested in the other, would just go to the other.
Right.
So we can have more than one focus.
Yeah.
Just use different
But
hashtags.
on the same one. It's better to
that
keep
would be
it
easier for me because I've got a couple of things that I focus on.
Well, there you go.
I think I'll start with hiking though, because that's what's so dominant in my life right now.
Well, and Stacy, seriously, like the information that you put out there on the hikes is so valuable. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
Well, and I use the oils so much.
You
Like,
could you could publish a catalog for that.
for my
You ought, and then start doing tours.
Well, and
But
on my
seriously, if
business
you do
page
it-
on Facebook, I post like I've done a live post like on my oils that I take with me, or how to use them for certain things, or like because I mostly use them for first aid when I'm hiking. But I mean, it's definitely a place to start.
Yeah.
And I have lots of opportunities where I could like take an oil with me and snap a picture at the top of the mountain, or
Right.
Something like that.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. I think that's a great way to go.
Yeah,
That would definitely get you some followings.
Right.
Yeah,
I only have
that's
4
a
more hikes
real.
for my challenge, but I plan on doing between 40 and 50 hikes this year, and I'm only at 26. So
So there you go. You're only halfway there.
Well, you've got a lot of posts to come then.
yeah.
I think that's a great idea. A great way to get it going. Because then obviously you're not going to post about that as much in the winter, right? You're going to be posting
Right, but
about
in the
something different.
winter, I can focus more on immune health, or so I don't have to have like one niche all the time. I
No.
can like
No.
Yeah.
focus
It
on
can be
different
hiking,
things.
and it can be like arthritis or immune disorders, or I mean, it doesn't even
Respiratory
need to be
health.
that specific. It can just be, like you said, immune boosting, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm actually really getting excited about this because I struggle so much with what to post where on Facebook, because I feel like I have a better following on my personal page with things, but I don't want to overload it with business stuff.
Right.
And so I'm
Yeah.
having a really hard time finding balance, and it sounds like Instagram will help me to
Help you.
balance that so much
Yeah.
better.
And Instagram is growing really fast.
Yeah, Becca's always giving me a hard time because I don't have an account.
Well,
She's like,
there you
"Mom,
go.
you're
Now you
old.
can tell her
You're
that
old.
you are
need
cool.
to get with the kids and get an
Look at
Instagram
you.
account." So.
My mother's 97 and uses Instagram.
No way.
Yeah. The kid's got her going.
She's amazing.
She said, "You see so and so's picture on Instagram." I said, "Mom, I don't know how to do it."
So your 97-year-old mother can show you how to do Instagram.
Yeah. If she can
Well,
remember.
It's fine because it's super simple. Likes it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Well, this is good. I hope you guys are excited about Instagram and how you can use this to build your business in a different way. I think it's fun, and I can't wait to like create another new account, get rid of my other ones, and start over.
Yeah.
And do this. So anyway, yay! Charlie's very excited. Awesome.
So
Okay.
here's what Becca has
So-
to say
so
about the
Kaylee-
Instagram account.
Kaylee, do you have
Oh, what did
Kate-
Becca say?
Instagram. She's finally gonna follow Dad. And you're finally be with the cool kids. Cool kids.
With the cool kids, but don't show my face, Mom.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty good about keeping her face off most of my business stuff or
That's
any
good.
public posts. I know she's on there a few of them, but I
But
don't.
you
I
can
try to
make-
limit it.
You can make it private.
So what
I
did you
want her
say,
my
Marilyn?
Instagram.
You had a question for Kaylee?
No, so does Kaylee have, how many Instagram accounts do you have, since you obviously mix personal and business together?
I technically have 3. I have my personal page, and then I run an oil page. And then my husband and I deliver Old Hickory buildings and sheds, so I run that one too.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful sunset. Oh my gosh, the sky is orange.
Post it on Instagram.
My sunset?
Show us, Marilyn.
With the dog in the back
Let us see.
up front, or a bottle.
Well, I don't think the picture would look nearly as good as it actually looks. I'll go out in the front, I'll go out in the front porch and see it. Take a look at it. All right.
Okay,
Hashtag beautiful sunset.
there you go. Awesome.
She just did Instagram, and she was so nervous about it at first.
Right? I love it.
Hashtag Sophie.
Right. Sophie is very cute.
Sophie the pug. The tiny pug.
All right, thanks, Matt. I'm gonna stop
Okay.
recording.